Hey, good Saturday morning, everyone. I'm Storm Tracker 12 meteorologist Isaac Cleland. We have some heat and flooding in the forecast here. Now, the flooding is not for mid-Michigan. I'm going to talk about the flooding first, but no flooding impacts to mid-Michigan here with this particular forecast. You'll see where the flood watch is in effect for the entire weekend. It's in this green color off to our west. Southern Wisconsin, west northwestern Illinois, and eastern Iowa. This is where some heavy rains are going to be likely as we make our way through the weekend. Because of that, there's a flash flood risk, a level 2 to a level 3. That's a slight to moderate risk here for excessive rainfall that could lead to flash flooding. That's not only for today, but also tomorrow. And then the risk shifts a little bit further to the east on Monday. Monday is when we could see a thunderstorm during the afternoon in mid-Michigan. Tuesday will bring us a better chance for rain. We'll talk more about that in just a minute. In the meantime, with that level 3 risk for flash flooding that I just showed you on the map there, it does mean that numerous flash flooding is likely. So for the folks out there, something to keep in mind very carefully for this weekend is flash flooding is likely, especially if you live near rivers, creeks, flood-prone areas, things of that nature. This is a lot of rain. Eastern Iowa has already seen double, if not triple, the normal amount of rain over the past 30 days. And so adding 2 to 5, 2 to 6 inches of rain, some spots seeing more than 6 inches here, looking at this scale and legend here at the top. This is a lot of rain in here that can lead to some flash flooding over the next 2 to 3 days. So that's a lot of rain there. Now for our rain forecast, looks to stay under a half of an inch unless we get underneath a heavy downpour, a heavy thunderstorm come Monday or into Tuesday, then we could see some more. So that's where the flooding is. It's off to our west. We have no flooding concerns, but we may be hearing a lot about it because there could be some significant flooding out that way. It's a slow-moving system, so we will see the rain from that Monday and mainly into Tuesday. But at that point, the rain won't be as heavy as what it will be out to our west this weekend. What we do have to deal with this weekend is the heat. Heat risk tracker today, tomorrow, and Monday is showing us frequently in that major category, and there's even some purple, some extreme showing up here. Now, we're not likely going to need heat advisories for these 3 really hot days because the heat index is not going to top 100, but we're still going to have 3 days in a row, today, tomorrow, and Monday, with temperatures at or a little bit above 90 and heat index values in the mid to at times upper 90s. And then we're going to combine that with lows only dropping to near 70 at night, which means it's still going to be an impactful stretch of heat here. By the time we make it into Tuesday and Wednesday, we certainly do see relief from the heat. But spending a lot of time in the major category for heat today, tomorrow, and Monday, that means the heat will affect anyone without effective ways to stay cool and hydrated. And then in the extreme category, this is showing up a little bit as well for the reason that there's little to no relief at night here. Again, lows only near 70. So hot and humid afternoons and warm and humid overnight conditions will still make this heat impactful even without heat advisories or extreme heat warnings or anything of that nature. So just keep that in mind. You will need to stay hydrated and find ways to stay cool this weekend. Mostly sunny, hot and humid today. Very similar conditions for Sunday. By Monday afternoon, we'll see the chance of a thunderstorm popping up. Tuesday afternoon will be our best chance for rain over the course of the next week. And then behind Tuesday's cold front, we're going to notice mostly sunny skies Wednesday and Thursday, high temperatures back into the mid 80s. And something else I'm going to keep my eyes on, stay tuned for further updates on this, but behind that cold front, we may get some flow back out of Canada again, so it's possible that we'll have highs in the mid 80s with sunshine and possibly the return of some wildfire smoke by mid to late next week. We'll keep an eye on it.